Hello and welcome back to my channel, Layton. My name is Nathalie and we are going to continue with Professor Layton and Pandora's box. We can now see a very cool background with the guy and the box. We don't want to start a new game. Are we good game? Is the Wi-Fi okay? It is on my computer, so it should be on my phone too. Thank you. Thank yous. The story so far. Layton and Luke board the Voluntary Express, hoping to learn what happened to the doctor. The extravagance of the train, known as a cruise ship on rails, astounds them. Surrounded by the luxury of the Voluntary Express, the pair begin their investigation. Okay, and then we are over here. Going to try and get some of the coins. Oh, there we go, ready. And a puzzle! Look at that, Luke. Your bag is wide open and your belongings are all scattered about. Oops, so they are. You should put your things away before we start exploring the train. I think so too. It's going to, yeah. Luke's belongings are all over the place and need to be packed away in his trunk. Use your finger to drag objects into the trunk, making sure that none of them overlap. When everything has been placed neatly into the trunk, touch submit. And we can use, okay, we can do those too. Just so we know. It's a good thing to know. Let's see how far we can get. Okay, that's not what we want to do then. Methinks. No, that's not already not going to fit. Maybe if we scooch you around. Scooch you. There we go. And nothing overlaps.
Let's see if this works.
And it's already done.
Almost too easy.
Almost. Good work. Luke should be able to close the trunk properly now. He's just a proud dad. Phew, it was a tight squeeze, but everything's finally packed away. We were in rather a hurry, so I suppose you didn't really have time to pack properly. I do feel better with everything put away. Come on, Professor, let's do some exploring. Thank you. And another puzzle. Ah, Professor, the sugar is covered with ants. Oh dear, I'll have to remember to get sugar for my tea elsewhere. Curious though, isn't it? How did they get here? Speaking of ants, try this one on for size, Luke. Give it to me straight. Busy ants work tirelessly carrying food back to their nests. One such ant was returning with food when she bumped into an acquaintance in front of the nest. What are you playing at? Didn't you notice that you took the longest path possible back to the nest? Think about where you're going next time. Knowing that the ant can never travel on the same path twice, can you track the route the returning ant walked to get to the nest? The longest route available. I think I can. I would say that it's something. I don't think it really matters if you go left or right here. Or is there a longer route available? What if we go down? And if we can take the upper here. Oh, no, I didn't connect it to the end. Yeah, that was my fault. I know. That was my mistake. If I even have it correct with the path that we were taking. Oh, can we? Thank you. Now we are connected.
Let's see if this works.
That's what I meant to do the first time around. That's right, perhaps all the heavy lifting kept this little ant from thinking about the path home. If only she'd thought about where she was going, she could have saved herself a lot of walking. Well, then she deserves a snack, right? You've got it, my boy. While I'm no fan of ants in my sugar, you have to admire their craftiness and work ethic. Maybe it's because even the sugar on the Voluntary Express is extra fancy. Haha, I'm sure those ants are genuine sugar connoisseurs. Thank you. Gabby, thank you. Remember, look, we're here to find the Elysian box, so don't get too sidetracked. You don't have to tell me twice, Professor. Now, why don't we start by investigating the train? It's not him that's going to propose all of the different puzzles, you know? It's mostly going to be you. Do we have a new journal? A cruise ship on rails. With no other leads at our disposal, Luke and I have decided to use the ticket we found at the doctor's flat to board the Voluntary Express. I suspect the doctor rode this luxurious train at some point, but as to where it took him, I can't say. Just look at the background over here. You can see a sun in the background, a little frame, bridge, a woman and a man. Two figures at least, one wearing a dress, the other isn't. Let's see if we have some points somewhere. Thank you. I hear the rooms at the front of the train are so super duper fancy, the doorknobs are made of gold. But no one's allowed in except for really rich people. So, misters, are you really rich? Because if you are, you can go see the super duper fancy rooms. Super duper fancy rooms? That none but the extremely wealthy can enter. If our young friend is correctly informed, there must be a set of deluxe rooms in the next carriage. Wow, I'd love to see what those look like. I bet they're simply smashing. Puzzle. We're going to my granny's. Where are you two going? We're actually out looking for something, dear. Sadly, we don't know where it is. Until we find a clue to point us in the right direction, we'll simply have to continue looking. Oh, that sounds like lots of work. Here, I'll tell you a puzzle to take your mind off that stuff. Well, we have to keep our minds on it, but thank you. After trying to fold a strip of paper in half, you notice that one side of the folded strip is 1 centimeter longer than the other. Determined to get it right, you fold the strip again, only to discover that now the other end of the folded strip is 1 centimeter longer than the other. You've now made 2 fold creases in the strip. What is the distance in millimeters between the 2 creases? This is supposedly very easy, but I have no idea.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Good.
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Aha. That's right, the distance between the creases is 1 centimeter or 10 millimeters. If you're having trouble visualizing this, imagine that the matchbox shown above has a height of 1 centimeter. Now imagine that one of the matchbox's sides was removed. It looks just like your strip of paper after being folded twice. The excess length of your folds is represented by the remaining side. Sure, I'm fine with that. You got it! Wow, those hats you're wearing must be thinking caps or something. I hope you find whatever it is you're looking for, misters. Well, thank you, darling. Are you going to Granny?
Yes, I suppose these accommodations will do. I do hope my darling boy will be pleased.
Your voice is very soft.
That reminds me, I believe it's dinner time for my sweet baby.
Ew.
I'm off to visit the dining car.
Gosh, that woman was just the type I'd expect to see on the Voluntary Express. Talk about rich and flashy. Quite. This train is full of many well-heeled patrons like the woman we just met. We must watch our deeds and words here. A formal setting demands formal manners, don't you think? Absolutely, Professor. Absolutely. We just are happy that we get to be along for the ride. Oh, hi. Thank you. Puzzle. Just look at the craftsmanship on this picture. Look, I'm almost certain it was handmade. Who knew that something as ordinary as a picture could be so fancy? What could be more relaxing than sitting in your suite with a cool beverage and watching the sunset? Not everything that's served in pitchers is good to drink, however. Look at this puzzle, for example. I'm ready for it, Professor. Are you? I don't think I am. It's not that difficult, supposedly. Two men, known here as 1 and 2, are playing a strange game. First, both men put their empty pitchers on the table. Next, a judge brings a pitcher filled with vinegar and places it in either spot A or spot B. The judge then starts shifting all the vinegar from one pitcher to any adjacent pitcher over and over. After moving the liquid 55 times, the owner of the vinegar-filled pitcher must down it in one. If you were the judge and secretly wanted 2 to drink the vinegar, would you place the pitcher down in spot A or B? I'm probably going to take way too long to solve this, but if we say that we're going to place it here first. Because this is what he did first, right? Put the empty pitcher on the table next to it, places it in either spot A or B, and then he starts moving it 55 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 55. So you should put it in spot B. I could have probably solved it in a better manner, but
Here goes.
we did it anyway, and that was the whole point of it.
Piece of cake.
Nicely done. The vinegar change of pitches there for an order for men to drink B. Yeah. We did it. Excellent work. Now let's press on, shall we? I could have just done even and uneven numbers. I'm such an idiot. Now let's press on, shall we? We mustn't stand around all day. Well, I don't mind standing around all day. There he is. And hello, my good man. Of a puzzle. I'm dreadfully sorry, sir. I'm afraid all the seats in our fine establishment are taken right now. What a pity. Indeed it is, sir. But while you're waiting for a table, may I interest you in a puzzle? Sure. 4 couples sit in a crowded dining area. All diners are sitting next to or across from their partners. The Joneses are sitting by the aisle. The mustachioed Mr. O'Connor is sitting next to his wife. Mr. Lambert is sitting opposite his wife. Using the information above, can you determine where Mrs. Hadley is sitting? Okay, the Joneses are sitting by the aisle. Doesn't mean that they can't be a gay couple, right? But I think that they mean this couple. The mustachioed Mr. O'Connor is sitting next to his wife. Well, he has a mustache, and he does too. Mr. Lambert is sitting opposite his wife, so that could be this couple. So that doesn't really help me out here. Okay. So who are we going to say is the wife? He's sitting next to his wife, so that has to be him. So then the last couple we have left is that one, and then you.
This should do the trick.
I think that's... Yay, we got it!
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
That's right, mustachioed Mr. O'Connor is sitting next to his wife, so all the people on the left must be sitting next to their spouses. Mr. Lambert is sitting opposite his wife, so he must be sitting at the right-hand table. The Joneses are sitting by the aisle, so they must be C and G. That leaves E and F as the Hadleys. That's exactly right, sirs. They say that nothing whets the appetite like a hearty puzzle. Oh, and it appears the table has just become available. Allow me just a moment to tidy it up, and then I will be happy to escort you to your seats. Great, I'm starving. Oh, good, our table is finally ready. Well, we'll just be taking our seats then. Madam, please wait just a moment. In truth, these passengers have been waiting long. Nonsense! We'll not hear another word of this. You take these people before us? We are insulted. I do apologize, madam. It's simply that these gentlemen arrived before you. We will not be kept waiting, do you understand? Not a single second. Now, out of her way. Madam. Poor Chester. Talk about pushy. I do apologize, sirs. There's a lovely observation deck in the last carriage of the train. Please feel free to relax there for a few minutes while I prepare a new table for you. Maintaining one's composure while dealing with difficult customers is truly admirable. Come, look. Let's give him some breathing room. We'll take a look at the deck and return to the dining car later. We'll do that. Yeah, I understood that. I do. Whoa, just look at all the stuff there is to eat. Yes, it seems that the Voluntary Express is a first-class operation, right down to the kitchen. Oh my, passengers in the kitchen! I'm sorry, but we just can't have that. Those dirty clothes of yours probably violate all sorts of healthy regulations, you know. Why, I'll have you know that there's nothing at all dirty about our clothes. Say what you like, short stuff, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm running a kitchen here. Did you stop to think about what could happen if yucky outside germs made it in here because of you? I see your point. Terribly sorry for the intrusion and any worry we may have caused you, good sir. Oh, alright. I'm sorry too, sir. Wait, what's that? Cutie patootie! Hi! Professor, look here. It seems our friend the cook has been keeping a pet in the kitchen. How arrogant of him to lecture other people about germs. Oh boy, I guess the cat's out of the bag now. Listen, I know it's against the rules to keep a pet in the kitchen, but he's my only friend, see? Furry or not, he's the only creature I've got to talk to in here. My, he certainly is generously proportioned, isn't he? He's a hamster, I presume? Of course he's a hamster. Their quiet dignity makes them the noblest of all creatures. When I first started working here, I needed someone to keep me company, so I bought him. Thing is, I feed him all the table scraps we take back, which makes for a diet that's a bit, rich. He's really piled on the pounds, and to be honest, I'm starting to wonder if it isn't bad for his health. The poor thing. I wonder, could I ask you a favor? Would you mind looking after my friend for a little while? When he's here with me, I can't help but feed him, but those scraps of foie gras and pastry soon end up. You mean you want us to take care of him and help him get into shape? Sounds like a great idea to me. I mean, what do you think, Professor? Can we please take him for a little while? Well, I've always said that helping rodents in need is among the duties of every true gentleman. I've never heard you say that. We'd be happy to take custody of this hamster until he sheds some of that excess baggage. Oh, thank you so much. It's the real weight off my shoulders. And off his waist, hopefully. The hamster minigame has been added to the trunk. We'll just throw him in a carriage then. You can check on the hamster by touching the hamster icon inside the professor's trunk. I don't want to touch his trunk. Oh, and one more thing. Since I won't be seeing the little fellow for a while, could you give him this apple? He loves them so. Oh, I'm going to miss my furry friend. Please look after him. Don't worry, he's in good hands. Ooh. Oh, I know what we're going to call him. Hamtaro. Oh, no, with an M. There we go. Hamtaro. Oh, little chap. From now on, anywhere I go, you will go too. Squeak. Squeak, squeak. Haha, it appears that your way with animals has earned you a new friend, look. I think so too, Professor. And we just want some coins and maybe a hidden puzzle if you have one for us. And onto the deck we go. Thank you very much. And you have a puzzle. You have a puzzle for us. Welcome aboard, sirs. May I interest you in a refreshing beverage or a scrumptious snack? Thank you, but I don't think we need any snacks right now. Of course you don't. And I put on my best smile for nothing. Most passengers eat in the dining car. It's so ritzy, I can't say I blame them. With competition like that, it's hard to sell so much as a cup of tea. I'm so bored. I've got a while until my shift finishes, so help me pass a little time with this puzzle, would you? We will, hopefully. Oh, I like these. Here's a tasty puzzle for you. Can you move the pile of pancakes from the blue plate on the left to the red plate on the right? Wait though, it's not as easy as it sounds. You must follow these rules. You can only move one pancake at a time. You cannot place a pancake on top of another. Yeah. I love these. There we go. In 7 moves.
Let's see if this works.
Of course it works. We got it.
Too easy.
It was. Delicious. This puzzle is actually a variant of the famous Town of Hanoi, a puzzle invented by a French mathematician all the way back in 1883. Whoa, check out the brain on you, kiddo. So, listen, our next stop is in this dinky little 2-cow village called Dropstone, right? There's like nothing there. I wish we could stop somewhere more exciting for a change. But I guess that's working a job for you. Sometimes you just have to deal with crippling boredom. Sure. Okay, and then what's that? Looks like there's no one here at the moment. Let's check again later. We'll do that later. Hi. And did we just leave Chelmy just behind? Like... My, what a lovely deck. Whoa, this is the best. This breeze feels great. Indeed, and the scenery is simply breathtaking. Look, you can see a lake over there. The sky is so blue, and just look at those trees fly by. Now that's what I call a view. All this talk of pristine scenery reminds me of a puzzle I once heard. Why don't you try it? Oh, that's cool. The forest below contains 4 different types of trees. Use your finger to divide the forest into 4 sections, each containing 1 of each type of tree. And there were 4 different kinds. Let's just get started and adjust as we go. Yeah, that is everything. And I think that's it. I don't have to do this, right? No, I don't. Okay, let's check for a quick sec. Yes, you're all in. That went a lot faster than I expected it to go. And it's correct.
That was almost too easy.
It was. Very nice. Now take a moment to admire the gorgeous scenery. We worked hard on it in the game, so please do. That's exactly it. Well done. Well, did you expect any less, Professor? Well, it feels so nice out here. I almost forgot we're supposed to be searching for the Elysian box. I can't say I blame you, Luke, but that box led poor Andrew to his death. Come what may, I will solve this mystery. I was so shocked the first time I played this game that they would actually kill off a character. But of course. And the art in this game is just so cute. I think we finally have a good grasp on this strange layout. It's high time we begin our investigation proper. Okay, Professor, let's get to it. Let's. I know how the game works, game, but thank you. Let's also see if we have updates. Dining car commotion. As I suspected, the dining car of the Monetary Express is quite popular with the passengers, and though we've waited patiently to be seated, I get the feeling we won't be eating anytime soon. The waiter recommended waiting for the lunchtime rush to pass on the observation deck located in the last carriage. I'm inclined to take his advice. And the view from the deck. The view from the observation deck of the Monetary Express is simply breathtaking. The natural beauty that can be seen here is something only one rarely encounters living in the heart of London. When I'm gazing out over the land, time simply seems to slow to a halt. Still, I mustn't allow myself to sit idly much longer. It's time to return to our investigation of the Elysian box. And we have a little hamster. Yes, we help the sluggish hamster. Yes, you won't react to any items 4 or more spaces away, so really think about where you place items. Touch an item to see the properties it has. Take advantage of the special properties of each item to maximize the hamster's workout. Place all items where you want them and touch exercise to get the hamster moving. Once the hamster interacts with an item, it disappears from the playground. His workout ends when all items are gone or when he can't find the next item. Each time the hamster walks the number of steps listed at his goal, he'll get a little healthier. If you can get the hamster to his peak physical condition, something good will happen. You first need 8, but we can't really do anything else for you because we just have the 1 apple. Thank you. Thank you. The scenery flies by so fast my eyes can hardly follow it. Obvious paper is obviously on the ground. Look at that, someone's left some rubbish on the deck here. Some people have got no manners. Look, a true gentleman cleans up after himself, and others shoot the need arise. What do you say we take care of this mess? It's going to be one of those puzzles, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Put that rubbish into the bin, where it belongs. Move the blocks obstructing your path and slide the pile of rubbish into the bin at the bottom of the screen. I'd say we start off something like this, because we need to make a little room. And I would say then slide one of the things up here. But that garbage does take up a lot of room. And maybe move the... Okay, now move the 2 blocks out of the way, or just do this, which is fine by me too. Oh, yeah, there we go. And we got it in. Thank you very much.
And there we have it.
Oh, that's much better. Now don't forget, litter belongs to the bin, not on the street. A lot of people can learn from this. There, now there's no litter cluttering up that amazing view. Wonderful, isn't it? Keeping a place tidy really brightens it up. Thank you. I think we can just go down now. Hello, who are you again? Oh, there's nothing like travel by rail to
put a spring in your step. I couldn't agree more.
Sorry about
And
that.
there's no better way to do it than on a train as fine as yours, Mr. Beluga. So you know my name, do you?
I'm impressed.
But of course, this train and its owner have quite a reputation in London. I've seen your face in the papers more than a few times.
Oh, is that so now? I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't say I know you as well as you seem to know me.
The name is Herschel Layton. I'm a professor of archaeology by trade, but a train enthusiast on the side. I've heard tales of this train's grandeur, so I decided it was time to experience it firsthand.
Well, isn't that something? It certainly is a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Layton, was it? Oh my, just look at how late it's gotten. I really have to run. Do enjoy your time aboard.
We will. Okay, thank you very much. Why don't we head back to the dining car now, Luke? I've worked up quite an appetite. You know, we understand there's not really another place to go, game, but thank you. Hi. Gosh, I'm about to just keel over from boredom. Sure, the job pays well, but it's so slow, it's painful. Okay. it says that we have to... Oh, hi. Is this a bucket or a cauldron? I wonder if this is one of those brooms that can fly. It's... Say, Professor, does that little shack over there seem familiar to you? Indeed. Unless I'm mistaken, this must be the residence of you-know-who. I have a feeling she'll be a big help to us again. I do too, Lady Riddleton. Welcome back, sirs. My deepest apologies for the long wait. Let me show you to your seats. Great, it's finally time to eat. My sentiments exactly. Wow, look at all these choices. It's enough to make my head spin. Oh, look over there. There's some sort of commotion going on. You call this haute cuisine? I call it slop. Are you telling me you serve this to our customers? I'll make up some more right away, sir. Get that mess out of my sight this instant. But of course, I'm very sorry to have displeased you. And another thing, look at these faces and that picture. Talk about tacky. Replace them immediately. But, sir, that piece is a quintessential work by the world-renowned. I don't care if the Queen of England's painted it. Replace it and be quick about it. Of course, sir. I'll start making the arrangements immediately. Isn't that the same man we saw earlier? I don't think I've ever seen anyone so bossy. And loud. That was indeed Mr. Beluga. It's a shame that picture wasn't to his taste. I think it's marvelous. Okay. Speaking of pictures, Luke, I have a most intriguing puzzle for you. Hit me with it. The drawing below is made up of curved lines that intersect to create sections. If you want a color in the entire canvas so that no section touches a section of the same color, what's the fewest number of colors you can use? You can use a color as many times as you like, as long as it doesn't touch a section with the same color. Once you've worked it out, enter the number of colors in the answer box. I think it's either going to be 2 or 3, but it can't be 2 because there are too many things touching. But color palette, thank you. Let's go first with black. Oh no, okay. I'll do that. Oh, ew. I want aesthetic, thank you. Okay, if you're going to be black, and you're, for example, going to be... Oh, sorry, yeah. You're going to be red. Then you can be red. You can be red. And then we can go to black again for you. Black again for you. But you can't be black there, so it has to be a third color. Which is okay with me. Let's say that here is going to be a blue one then too. And blue in this corner so that we can have red here. And have a red one here and here. And then black back over there, back over there, back over there. We can do black over there. And we can put it over here. I think it's 3. I'm just going to say it's 3. Because it isn't 2. And it's the fewest numbers available. So it usually is 2 or 3.
Layton's apprentice strikes again.
That's right. You'll need 3 colors to fill in the drawing. Most of the drawing can be done with 2 colors. But one pesky area in the bottom left corner requires a third color to complete. Okay, that wasn't my reasoning, but great. Expertly solved, look. After a puzzle like that and a filling meal, I feel rest is in order. Let's retire to our room. Let's do that. Hello there, sorry to interrupt your game, but there's something important you should know. As you progress through the story, some puzzles will disappear from their original locations. These puzzles are then moved to Granny Riddleton's shack, where they can be solved at any time. Here is the first set of puzzles to be sent to the shack. If no puzzles appear on the next screen, it means there are no unsolved puzzles to send right now. Yes! Woohoo! Yes, we know. Hey, my man. Thank you for your patronage, sir. I hope our cuisine was to your liking. Oh yes, the menu was excellent in both its variety and execution. Your honor, sir. Professional waiters such as myself live for praise such as yours. Now then, shall I provide you with the bill? Oh, I do apologize, sirs, but I seem to have forgotten your order. Could you enlighten me? This is not going well for you. Look, are you sure you can really eat all that? You put in quite an order there. No problem, Professor. I'll clean my plate and still have room for more. It's no wonder the Professor is concerned, as Luke's order cost twice what his own did. Below you can see all the items the two ordered, along with their prices. Okay, first we have 20 and we have 30 and then we have another 30 and a 25, which makes in total 105, so it can't be exactly twice as much. Or am I being stupid? No, 8 plus 12 is 20, 14 plus 16 is 30, 13 plus 17 is 30, and then 25. Yeah, it's 105. Okay. So maybe you would say 30 and another 30 for you. For you this would be 55. And for you it would be 50. So we can just separate it like that. You and you. This does look like something he would eat.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Yay! I do want it solved. Thank you very much.
Leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Exquisite. Good work. If you calculate the total bill, you see that the meal cost £105. Now in the total, Luke must have ordered £70 worth of food and the Professor 35 worth. Once you've got those numbers, the rest is easy. Are you sure you didn't order too much? Nope. This stew's great and the steak is delicious too. Goodness, you worked out that bill with considerable ease. I must thank you for your assistance. Now, as we have some time until our next destination, I invite you to sit back and enjoy the journey. Luke had a big appetite. And we have another puzzle. No doubt about it, the Monetary Express is the last word in luxury. Even the dishes are first rate. I'll say, look at this glass. Yes, the etching is quite impressive. Speaking of glasses, have you heard this one, Luke? We have yet another puzzle. The owner of a 4-star restaurant assigns a young waiter the task of stacking glasses in a decorative way. Eager to please, the waiter immediately draws 5 separate designs and shows them to the owner. The owner takes one glance at the designs and, with a look of irritation, turns to the boy and cries, "This design is preposterous! What were you thinking?" Which of the 5 designs is the owner talking about? Well, obviously about D.
Here goes.
But that's not even physically possible, my good man.
Layton's apprentice strikes again.
Exactly right. The restaurant owner was talking about sketch D. If you look closely, you can see that the first and second row of glasses couldn't possibly be arranged in the manner depicted. The simple 2D sketch didn't take into account the rim of the glass. Nope, it did not. Nicely done, Luke. Now let's move away from the glass, shall we? It seems rather fragile. Thank you very much, so. Hello, my dude. Ew, that was bad, even for Mr. Beluga. You mean he always blows up at you like that? Well, you know, me or someone else on the staff. The boss can be a very hard man to please. That's awful. You and the others shouldn't have to put up with him bullying you like that. Well, the boss does have a point. After all, he made this railway what it is today. He always says that a first-class train deserves a first-class atmosphere. I mean, even the plates we use in the dining car are custom-made. The craftsmanship is amazing. Take a look at the final detail on the bottom. I will. The plate in front of you bears a mark made up of 2 equilateral or something triangles, one inside the other. Can you work out how many times the smaller triangle can fit inside the larger one? I think it's going to be 3 times. Because you can... No, wait. No. Because you can put it like this, put it like this, put it like this, and then you have room over here, so it's going to be 4. Almost made a mistake there. Or at least I hope I'm right. And we're right, girl math.
Layton's apprentice strikes again.
That's right. If you imagine that the small triangle is inverted as shown, it should only take a moment to realize that 4 small triangles would fit into the larger one. We did it! Gosh, you've got an eye for this kind of thing. Nice as they are, I'm sure Mr. Beluga will find a reason to complain about these plates too. I wouldn't be surprised. I suppose rich people can just afford to be picky. Out of the carriage we go. Here we are. Now what do we have here? My boy, my sweet little boy, you've got to do something right this instant. Search the entire train. Madam, please calm down so I can understand the situation. Oh, Inspector Chelmy, I had no idea you were on board. Well, if it isn't Mr. Layton. What are the chances, eh? Well, enough small talk. I have other matters to attend to, namely a missing child. It seems this woman's child has gone off somewhere. I don't suppose you've seen him around? No, I don't believe I've seen any young boys. My little boy wandered off and he hasn't returned yet. I'm simply at my wit's end worrying about him. Gentlemen, I demand that you drop whatever it is you're doing and help me find my boy. She's been going on like this from the moment I walked in. I understand your concern, madam. My assistant and I will be glad to aid you in your search. You admit it, he's your assistant. We'll have the best chance of recovering your son if you start searching immediately. True. Are you still here? If you have time to stand around talking, hurry up and bring my boy back. It seems the only clues we have to go on are this shoe that the tyke left behind and his name, Tom. I've tried to squeeze more details out of the woman, but it's useless, and there's so much to squeeze. She just keeps demanding I search the place. It's a tiny little shoe. This is one of Tom's shoes. It's positively tiny, isn't it? Yes, I find it quite curious myself, look. Very puzzling indeed. I didn't think children with feet that size could even walk. Indeed. Indeedy. We have another mystery. While riding on the Voluntary Express, Babette's little boy, Tom, manages to disappear. If the shoe he left behind is any indication, Tom must be a very young child. Where could a child that small have wandered off to on his own? And she didn't take him into the carriage to eat. Let me remind you. Maybe you can figure this out before we find it out. Okay, there we go. Do we have a story? We have a story. Searching for Tom. While walking through the train, Luke and I encountered a lady by the name of Babette. This woman, large in both stature and character, was in a dreadful panic over her lost boy Tom. It seems the child got away from her while she was distracted, leaving only a single tiny shoe behind. Where could a child that small have wandered off to? You have until the end of the episode to find it out, by the way. It was certainly a surprise to see you on board, Inspector. May I ask what brings you here? During the investigation, we stumbled upon the late doctor's diary. Its pages detailed the doctor's final days, which led me to this train. But since that investigation is none of your business, that's all I can tell you, Mr. Layton. Besides, finding that lost child is my top priority right now. With only a shoe and a name to go on though, it's going to be an uphill struggle to find him. Let's just call him over the intercom. Luke and I would be glad to offer our assistance in the matter. Oh, I'm sure you would. I've heard about you, Layton. You've got quite a reputation for poking your nose into other people's business. Ah, it's the best business to be in. If you want it on my case, why not show me your famous powers of deduction by solving this puzzle? Let me have it, shall we? A woman in a shoe shop pays for a £30 pair of shoes with a £50 note. The salesman doesn't have enough change, so he goes to the shop next door to break the £50 note, returns to his shop and gives the woman her change. A while later, the shopkeeper from next door storms into the shoe shop. It turns out that the note he gave her was a fake. The mortified shoe salesman gives the shopkeeper £50 from the till to apologize. Neither the customer nor the shoes she took are found. In total, how much did the shoe shop lose? Well, he lost the 50 quid on his shoes, and he lost the 50 quid that he had to give. Right? Or did he? Or did he? I would say he did. No, wait. I'm being stupid. The shoes were only 30. That's why she had to go change. So it was 30. Because he exchanged the 50 for another 50. So I think it's going to be down 50 actually. Am I wrong? I think I'm wrong. I was right! Doesn't happen often. I'll take this as a win. Well done. The shoes the customer made off with cost £30 and the change the salesman gave will cost him another 20, bringing his total losses to 50. I'm fine with that. I think it's still 100, but it seems your fame isn't entirely undeserved. Nevertheless, this is my case, so I'll be searching for Tom alone. Conduct your own search if you like, but don't get your hopes up. Oh, I want to win now. I'm going to beat your ass like it was Christmas morning. Hi? Excuse me, madam. Have you seen a small boy wandering around here? He would be missing a shoe. No, can't say that I have. There's no way I'd forget seeing a boy with only one shoe. I see. Well, thank you very... oh, but while we're on the topic of shoes, maybe you could help me with a little predicament of my own. Maybe I can. Shouldn't be too difficult. Here's a maze that's made up of shoes. Your task is to travel from the start point to the goal. You may only travel horizontally or vertically one space at a time, and you must alternate between left and right shoes every step. Also, you may not pass through any of the walls in a maze. Touch each space one at a time to highlight the path you want to take. If you make a misstep, you can deselect that space by touching it again. So we have to go through here, and then we have to go through there, have to go through here and there, and then we have to go there, we have to go there. We can go up, but okay, let's first go here. No, that's not smart, because then we can't go to the other side. We have to go there, have to go there. Here. Here. That's a path that we can take. It often helps me with these puzzles to start at the end.
Wonderful.
There we go. Good job, that was some fancy footwork. Thank you so much. Well, blow me down. You've got quite a brainy bonds underneath that hat. Thank you very much, my little lady. Oh man, I'm dog food. What's the matter, mister? What? Oh, hey. Okay, so I snuck into my uncle's room and borrowed his camera, right? Thing is, then I dropped it. I've been here trying to find all the pieces for like an hour, but I've only found the one. That's quite a predicament. Yeah, and if words get out about his record camera, I'm gonna catch me a flag from the boss man. Whoa, brain flash incoming! Dig this, I'm going to give you this busted hunk of junk. You do with it what you want, just get rid of the thing, will ya? Okay, catch you on the flip side. What? Hey, come back here. Well, we have a camera now, I suppose. It's a mini game. You got a squarish spot. Use it to rebuild the camera in the professor's trunk. I have to do a lot in his trunk. Yes, we know how to access it. We'll be fine. I wonder what kind of luxuries there are in that garage. Hold it right there, man. Sammy Thunder says entrance to this garage is for VIPs only, capiche? Now, I know you'd like to sneak a peek, but the whole garage been booked, so that's a no-go. The people who reserve rooms in this garage must be super rich mega tycoons. Indeed. I wonder what it must be like to have that much space to yourself on a train of this caliber. Well, for now I suppose you'll just have to keep wondering, eh, Professor? Yes, quite. That was rude. I know you're itching to see what's behind that door, but you can't go backstage without a pass. What if we just took a really quick peek? No can do, little guy. You need a ticket to do that. I'll tell you what. Your pal Sammy Thunder has a puzzle that will take your mind off that door. Check it. Of course your last name is Thunder. Why wouldn't it be Thunder? A number of people are on the train. At the first station, the train pulls into 1/6 of the people on board get off. At the next station, 1/5 of the remaining passengers get off. This pattern continues so that at the next station, 1/4 get off, then 1/3, and then the half. Then at the final station, all remaining passengers get off the train. Assuming no one got on the train during the journey, what is the lowest number of people who could have been on the train when it set out? I would say probably there's 6 in total, right? Because why else would it start with 6? Like, I'm just going to say that because 1/6 is very specific.
Let's see if this works.
We got it right. I don't think the reasoning was right, but we got it right. Good work. If you assume the train started out with 6 passengers, then only one person would have to get off at each station. This puzzle can be really tough if you don't remember to reduce the number of people remaining on the train at each station along the way. I just thought 1/6 was a little bit, you know, and that's how that one goes. Well, now the show's over, so move it, will ya? If the folks in there find all the passengers hanging around outside their door, I'm gonna get an earful. It's fine with me. You getting an earful, I mean. I don't care about you that much. Search for Tommy Boy. Oh, wait. What's this? Something's fallen behind here. A little hat. Oh, that looks about the right size. It appears to be a cap of some sort, but I don't think I can reach it from here. Maybe the cap belongs to Tom. We certainly shouldn't rule out that possibility. Oh, hey, since we're on the subject of caps, have you ever heard this one, Professor? You know a puzzle? A pretty difficult one. A teacher had everyone in a class close their eyes. While none of the students were looking, she slipped caps onto their heads and said, "Okay, everyone, open your eyes and look at your friend's cap. Whoever sees 4 or more people wearing red caps gets a red balloon, and whoever doesn't gets a blue balloon. In a class of 10 children, only some got a red balloon. But how many?" I think all 10 could have gotten it. They just may not have seen it. Oh, how many got a red balloon? And it looks like there were only 4 heads. Like over here you can see that. I don't know. It looks a little bit too easy.
And now to test my theory.
But it was correct.
Ha! Wonderful.
Very wonderful. That's right, you know that only some children got red balloons. If 5 or more children were wearing a red cap, every child in the class would see at least 4 red caps and get a red balloon. So it must be fewer than 5. But if 3 or fewer children were wearing red caps, no one would see 4 red caps. Therefore, 4 children must have had red caps, meaning that the other 6 children received red balloons. Drat. I was sure I could stump you with that one. Better luck next time, Luke. For now, we'd better return to searching for that lost little boy. Oh, right. Yep, better get back to that. Now that you mention it, how do you suppose Tom managed to worm his way into such a tight space? Good question. That's what we're here for. Asking good questions and not being too stupid along the way. Oh, hi. Are you okay? No, I don't really care. Oh, sorry. Oh, take a look at this, Professor. It's food scraps, if I'm not mistaken. Do you suppose Tom wandered into the kitchen to grab something to eat? Well, it is possible, though if that's the case, the child certainly is lacking in the manners department. Well, that too, but I don't think you can blame the kid for that. Wow, that flower vase looks like it cost a pretty penny. Lovely decorations really do wonders for a room, don't they? Doubly so in the case of flowers. Tell me, Luke, what do you think of flowers like these? Now for something on the flowery side. Of the 3 pictures labelled A, B and C, one is actually the same as the picture on the far left. However, the image on the far left has had its contents flipped left to right. Yes, and its colours inverted and changed to black and white. Of A, B and C, which picture is the same as the black and white picture on the far left? Okay, those match up. You don't match up because there isn't a little circle down there. Okay, so you are out of the question. Don't need to look at you anymore. And then... Okay, because these both have a different color and you have a different color. But now I have to figure out which color you're supposed to be. Okay, the black gets referred to white. Black gets referred... Oh, my brain hurts. So it has to be A. Or did I... No, I did it right. Okay. It hurt my brain even before I figured it out. That's right. Picture A is the same as the one on the far left. As shown above, pictures B and C have slight variation. There also has a variation up here. Oh, bye. Nice job, but not all puzzles are such a breeze. Anyway, let's keep moving for now. There we go. Oh, hi. I think that was the Tom. Oh, is everything alright, miss? I'm fine, thank you. Excuse me. Say, did she seem familiar to you at all, Professor? Yes, now that you mention it. Something about her did seem rather familiar, as you say. Hi. Good day, sirs. May I interest you in a refreshing beverage or a scrumptious snack? Sorry, miss, but we are currently searching for a small child. Have you seen a young boy wandering around by himself in this carriage? A little boy, eh? Nope, sorry, mister, but that doesn't ring any bells. Oh, what happened? Did he get lost on the train? Yes, unfortunately, we haven't been able to track down the missing tot. You know, I probably shouldn't start vicious rumors, but... Oh well, I've nothing better to do. Did you know that there's a weird old woman staying in this carriage? What if she kidnapped the little one and has him stowed away in her room? I know it's probably not true, but what if? She's just so bizarre that I can't help but wonder. But I couldn't get in trouble for speaking ill of passengers. Just forget I said anything, okay? A strange old woman, eh? I wonder what she could be talking about. Your guess is as good as mine, Luke, but it certainly does make one wonder. I think it's Riddleton. Yeah, there you are. Hello there, sonny boys. Ever get all knock-kneed and kiss-bumply from terrifyingly hard puzzles? Well, have no fear. The beautiful and clairvoyant Granny Riddleton stands before you, ready to help. Just as I thought. Who else could this tiny house belong to? Hey, wait a second. What are you doing here anyway? Oh, so you've heard of me, eh, Shorty? Good to know I'm still a hit with the young ones. Hee. What do you mean? Of course I've heard of you. We've met before, remember? She wore different clothes back then. Nope. I suspect you've got the wrong granny, boy. Never seen you before in my life. But you're here now, so that means you want to hear my spiel, right? It's like Nurse Joy. Not really. Oh, no need to be so modest. Allow me to thank you for visiting me by bestowing a little tidbit of information on you. My specialty, you see, is puzzles. Puzzles people forget about. Puzzles people miss. Surely you boys have had a few of those, eh? No need to turn red. It happens to the best of puzzlers. What I do, you see, is I take those poor lost little puzzles and invite them to come and stay with me. I imagine any puzzles you left behind have found their way to my shack as well, if you want to say hello. If the shack is empty, then you'll just have to get out there and find some more puzzles. Now, why don't you take a peek inside to see what's there? I don't think there's anything... No, you see, we don't... Because we're doing really good, Granny. Hi! Oh, passenger. Sorry, sir. Didn't mean to get in the way of you using the deck. No trouble at all, my good man. I take it you're not a passenger, then? No, I'm just a mechanic in it. I come along for the ride in case something goes belly up. But as you can see, she's sound as a pound. Makes my job that easy. In fact, I've got so much free time lately, I made up a puzzle all by myself. All about it, then. That was the worst accent ever. After years of bad business, a zoo has finally run out of money to buy food for its animals. Bellies rumbling from days with no food, the animals make a plan to escape the zoo. After pricing open the rusty bars on the cages, all the animals attempt to find their way through the maze-like paths of the zoo to the exit. Touch the picture of each animal you think made it safely out of the zoo and then touch submit to answer. Just remember, animals show their true colors in the wild. You need to get to the outside. You go here. I don't think you can make it out. No, you can't make it out because you just have no way out. You think made it safe, so you're not going to make it out. If you go through here, I think that the alligator and the panda get stuck here. Yeah, or you have to go through... Nope. Neither of you make it out, because you just can't get out physically. You can only go there, or you go here. Here. Okay, one of you can get out, so you're not going to be able to get out. Because the tiger is going to eat you. I think it's only the lion actually that's going to be able to get out. Because the others just can't.
Consider this puzzle
Either they get stuck behind a wall or they get eaten.
and there we have it.
Sharp thinking. The only animal that will safely escape to freedom is the lion. While both the rabbit and the lion will make it as far as the path to the exit, the second the lion spots the rabbit, he's guaranteed to eat it. Nature, red in tooth and claw. Blimey, you didn't half polish that one off quickly. It's back to the drawing board for me. Well, thank you for that. Doesn't help me with my search for Tom, though. Oh, you're back. Excuse me, sir. Have you seen that little boy with a missing shoe crawling around? No, I don't believe so. But come to think of it, a couple who were just here were talking about a child. Interesting. Do you have any idea as to where we might find this couple now, my good man? I believe they are staying in the 4th carriage, sir. May I suggest paying them a visit? A wonderful suggestion. Thank you for your assistance. Come along now, Luke. Let's drop in on the couple in the 4th carriage. We're going to end the episode once we get off, or this is solved, and I think we get off the train at that point too. Hi! Whoa there, young fellow. You're in the wrong room. My wife and I are staying here. We're dreadfully sorry to intrude, sir, but we are searching for a lost little one. Did you happen to see or hear anything pertaining to this? Oh, sweetie, I do believe they might be talking about the darling cutie pie that just passed by. Remember? Oh yes, he was a cute one, he was. Small and very clever looking, I'd say. So you did see Tom then? He's been missing a while now. I didn't know whether he was a girl or a boy, truth be told. Tom's a right nice name, though. Oh, pish posh dear. I'll bet my bestie said that it was a girl who passed by our room. Yes, now that you mention it, I had a feeling that the scamp might have been a girl. But until you flip the thing on its back and get a good long look, let's not do that with a child, you never can be sure, can you? Now I'm all confuddled. I don't have the faintest idea who we're talking about anymore. What? I hate to say it, but it looks like this hot lead just turned cold, Professor. Oh, on the contrary, look. We may have just stumbled onto some extremely valuable information. What do you mean, Professor? You'll see. First, let's return to the scene of Tom's disappearance. Well, this went quicker than when I did it as a child. I was stuck here for ages. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help to you. It was nice talking with you, though. Let me give you a puzzle for the road. Oh, that's so kind of you. People are playing a communication game. In this game, one player has to get a message across to 7 other people. It takes 1 minute to pass along the message, and each time the message is spoken, it can only have one recipient. Using these rules, what's the shortest amount of time required for the message to pass to all 7 other players? I don't know, are we talking minutes or are we talking seconds?
And now to test my theory.
We will see, but 3 was correct.
And there we have it.
Very nice. If the original messenger spreads the word as shown above, the game can be completed in 3 minutes. During that time, the original messenger can tell 3 people the message, and the people who hear the message within the first 2 minutes can go on to become messengers themselves. That's not how the game works though, but thank you. Yes, Suri, that's the answer. Pair of sharp ones, the 2 of you. I'm downright impressed. Still, don't get your hopes up about finding that little boy. He could be anywhere. Goodness, listen to my husband. Sometimes he can be a little negative without realizing it. I, for one, am cheering for you. Best of luck finding that little one. A bottom part, thank you so much. Hi, Inspector. Tell me, are you any closer to uncovering the whereabouts of that missing child? So you two are still flipping furniture trying to find that tyke, are you? Huh? Do you mean to say that the child has been found? No, not at all. What I'm saying is that the child is no longer on this train. I've asked everyone aboard, but no one gave me an answer that suggested they had seen the lad. This led me to the conclusion that the poor child either got off the train or fell off it. Fell off? Yes, it's entirely plausible given the way children love to run amok. When you combine that with their oversized heads, you've got yourself a recipe for disaster. I'll contact the railway police at the next station, so feel free to give up on your search. Just a moment, Inspector. The windows on this train are very high and every exit is manned. Given the situation, don't you think it's unlikely a child could have made it off the train unnoticed? Alright, I'll humour you. So tell me, Layton, where do you think this elusive ankle biter got off to? That I can't say, but something tells me that we may have been barking up the wrong tree. Jokes. Oh, there's just no reasoning with you. Fine, keep playing detective. Nothing will come of it, I tell you. That's fine with me. You just keep being ignorant. We're just going to solve the mystery. Hello, little lass. What's on your mind, my boy? You look distracted. It's hard to put my finger on why, but I feel like someone has been watching us for a while. You too? I've been feeling that same sensation myself. Do you think that someone might be tailing us? It's certainly possible. Keep an eye out for anything unusual. We will. Hey, shoe! Huh? This looks like one of Tom's shoes, doesn't it, Professor? It certainly does. This is strange, though. It's for the same foot as the shoe the inspector gave us earlier. So it is. Aha! We caught on. So then, Tom must be... Oh, look, I do believe we've both made a faulty assumption. It's not like she explained it. What exactly do you mean? Recall for a moment the events as they have unfolded thus far. Let's see. First, a tiny shoe was found on the floor. That's right, a shoe small enough for a baby. And then there was the cap we found in the kitchen. But it was lodged in such a tiny corner, I don't know how Tom could have squeezed in there. Correct. In order to get back there, Tom would have to be no more than half your size. I don't think I've seen any boys smaller than myself on the train, now that you mention it. That was my impression as well, which is why I began to consider a different line of thought. Look, what if you and I have already seen Tom about, and didn't even know it? You see, all the while we've been searching for Tom, we've assumed that he's a small child. But what if that assumption proves false? What if we've been wrong from the start? I think I see what you're getting at, Professor. The second shoe was the left shoe, identical in every way to the shoe the inspector gave us. If that strange pair of shoes means what I think it does, then our friend Tom is... Oh, cuties! Professor Layton has a feeling that Tom may not be the kind of boy he was assumed to be. Move the L-shaped pieces around and arrange them into a plus shape in the middle of the board to reveal Tom's true identity. Oh, sorry, just going to leave you over there. Oh, and we can move these ones. Oh, that's going to be annoying. We can do it, presumably. Okay, you have to go all the way to the other side. And over there. Oh. Then I have to get you all the way over to the other side. Okay, there we go. And do I have to make you in the middle, or is on the other side perfectly fine? You have to put you in there, right? Good, sooner we do. And now we have solved it.
That was almost too easy.
Good work. It's a little dog. Tom is a dog. Do you recall the girl we saw holding a small dog? I suspect that small dog was our friend Tom. So if we track down that girl, we'll find Tom. Supposedly. Yeah. Hi, Chelmy. Well, if it isn't the famous Mr. Layton, dashing around like he knows something I don't. I was just about to head over to Babette's and inform her that her child is no longer aboard the train. Inspector, we are mere moments away from discovering Tom's location. Could I ask you to give us just a while longer to ponder on the situation? Still don't want to face the truth, eh, Layton? Fine, since you're so intent on it and seeing as Babette is napping right now, I'll wait a while longer. In the moment she wakes up, though, I'm taking my findings to her. Got it? If you want to prove yourself right, bring the boy back before that. Understood. I plan to do just that, Inspector. We'd better find the girl with the dog as quickly as we can, Professor. We're working on it. Hi. Look at that. You've managed to solve at least 12 puzzles. I applaud you. Heartily. I can't see how I could dislike a couple of ardent puzzle solvers like yourselves. Let's be pals, eh? I'm fine with that. Give me another puzzle. What about? No, this puzzle is going to keep me up all night. Oh, sorry about that. Now what's with you two? What can I do you for? We're looking for a young lady with a small dog. Have you seen anyone fitting that description? Yeah, I remember seeing someone like that pass by. I think she was heading to the back of the train. Thank you very much. We'll just be on our way. Now hold it right there, Top Hat. I see how it is. Get all grousely to answer your question and then scoot off without a word. I told you what you wanted to know, so the way I see it, you should at least lend a man a hand. I'm terribly sorry, sir. I didn't realize you required our help. How may we be of service? A friend gave me this puzzle because I love art, but maybe you'll have better luck with it than I've had. Fancy giving it a go? Yeah, sure. That's what we do. A man on the train shows you a picture he's painted. Let's say this picture has a total area of 10. Can you work out how much of it is made up of clouds compared to the area that's made up of sky? Don't think you need to guess the answer. There's a definite method you can use to work this out. How much of the area is sky and how much is cloud? I think it's going to be 50, 50, 50. Or what we see. This doesn't help me whatsoever.
Consider
That
this
is
puzzle
the
solved.
answer.
And there we have it.
Nice job. The key is to use the screws. Yeah, this was great. At least we solved it. Ah, so that's how you do it. You've got quite a head on your shoulders, don't ya? Now as for that girl you were asking about, she's probably on the observation deck behind me. Thank you so much for all of that. Chasing after the girl. The clues we've uncovered during our search have led me to believe there's a strong possibility that Tom is actually a dog, not a small child as we had originally thought. Come to think of it, I seem to recall a young girl walking about the train with a dog in her arms. I intend to find her and confirm my suspicions. And we have the camera, of course. Yeah, we know. We just need to put everything in its right place. Let's just throw some stuff in here for now. I think you look like you fit in there. And you are a button, and buttons go up in the bottom corner. Okay. Mysterious girl.
Excuse me.
Hey, it's you!
Yes, I had the sneaking suspicion that it was you who was tailing us.
Flora! What are you doing here?
I'm sorry. It's just... Well, you see, I just didn't want to be all alone again.
Fair.
Professor?
What lies ahead could be dangerous.
Huh?
That's why you'll have to be extra careful. All right?
Yeah?
Don't. Now you're encouraging her to do this again. I mean, we all understand why she does it. Doesn't mean that we have to encourage the behavior, right? Of course, the dog we saw earlier. Quick, grab him. Yep. To think we were chasing after a dog all along. Ho, right you are, look. Now let's get him back to his owner. Oh, do you mind if I take along with you? Of course not. Come along now. Why would she have taken the dog, though? The professor, Luke, and Flora decide to return Tom to his owner, Babette. I mean, I get that she wanted to trail along, but why take the dog? Oh, not you. Not who I wanted to talk to. It was you. I'm sorry. Oh, it's a miracle. You're all right. My sweet little Tommy Wommy. I've missed you so. My baby. My boy. Yip, yip. This is Tom? You were under the impression that we were searching for a boy, not a mutt with a fancy haircut. How dare you compare my darling Tommykins to some common street mongrel? Lost dogs are no matter for Scotland Yard. Next time he goes missing, find him yourself. Blimey, some folks haven't an ounce of sense. Come on, Barton, we've got real cases to solve. Yes, sir, Inspector. Don't you walk away from me. I want to have a word with you about your atrocious manners. Well, it was solved. Well, enough of that. Welcome back, sweetie. Where did my little Tommykins run off to today? He's such a darling that I feared someone might have kidnapped him and held him for ransom. Maybe we should keep Flora's involvement in Tom's disappearance to ourselves. Good idea, my boy. Yep. I do believe a reward is in order. Here, I know it's quite, generous, but I insist. Oh, thank you. A hamster toy. I hear we'll be making a stop in a quaint village by the name of Dropstone. How much longer until we get there, Professor? I'm not entirely sure. Why don't we rest until we get there? That should make the time pass faster. Let's do that. It turns out that Tom isn't a child, as was originally thought, but rather Babette's pet dog. It would seem that Babette's affection for Tom is so deep that she considers him to be much more than just a pet. Let's rest up. Okay, but we're going to continue in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you then. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.